Hello. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is with you guys. I've always got a saying now, and I don't know. I don't think I'm the one that invented that. I don't know where I've nicked it from. But good morning, good afternoon, I think it's a coffee house guy. I think he says good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. So I don't know where I've nicked it from. But anyway, welcome or welcome back to the channel. Do you know what? I thought I started a little bit earlier. I thought I'd start a little bit earlier today. There's no one here but me. But I was sitting here going, doo, doo, doo. Nunia's got it on. She's got it on. Nunia's got it on. Already got my like on. You go, girl. Those that don't know Nunia's fantastic. She's one of the regs. She loves it. So yeah, I thought I'd get her on early for that very reason. So hope you're all well. Oh, I just thought I'm sitting here watching the screen, nothing to do. So I thought, why not start early for my guys? I saw Nunez comment. I thought, why not? Also, it gives me an opportunity to say, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. Sarah PC, she's training me so well. I sort of remember the script now. She's normally got a script written for me for my intros and stuff, but obviously weekends when you've got kids and family, you know, that's her weekend. She works super hard throughout the week. So does Josie as well. She works super hard during the week as well. Not seeing much with Josie. She was doing the Maya trial. So we'll see a little bit more of Josie now as we go forward. And now the Maya trial is done. But yeah, um, I'm putting out videos in a minute. I'm trying to do like 2 or 3 videos a day. I've got another one going out, I think, 3:30 Central today, 4:30 Eastern, I think, about Brian Coburn. It's only like an 8-minute one. I'm enjoying doing those, rather than just doing trials all the time, because trials takes it all out of you. But back, she is back. I just saying, Nunya loves getting it on, get it on. Nunya loves getting it on. Hey, Nuns, back. Guess who's back? Nunya's back. Nunya's back. Guess who's back? No one else speaking on here, so except for you. So don't be shy. Say hello in the comment section. Doesn't matter. Use the comment section in the chat box. Say hello. Always welcome when people say hello to me. Um, okay. So yeah, just saying, I'm doing more daily videos now, opinion pieces. I'm trying to shape things up a little bit. I'm not that I'm bored of trials, but I just think trials take out so much. It's a 12-hour day before you know it. Between when you start your research and stuff like that. I don't have time to do anything else. So, I don't know. Next week, come Monday, I might be doing something a little bit different as well. I think we might be doing a trial, but a different kind of trial, maybe. I don't want to say what it is because people start nicking it. That's the problem with YouTube. People can't be creative on their own ideas. They have to steal everyone else's ideas. There's a lot of people stolen ideas in the past few months, so I'll try and keep it quiet. I'll announce to my little members or the channel on Monday. They get to decide what we do. Nuns is here. I hope you're not naked on yet. No, you're not. Grandchild's there. That's you can't be. You can't be. At least there's no taxi line today. So as well, one of the feedbacks I've had about this series is it's too long sometimes on Saturday. So I'm going to try and cut this down. So it's going to be more weeks of it, but trying to keep it between no more than 3 hours per Saturday, no more than 3 hours. So between an hour and a half and 3 hours every Saturday, we'll do these because it just gives us a bit more time then. Um, and also, when you play replay crew, it's really hard when you look at a video and go 5 hours or 7 hours. It's like daunting. Where if it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours, it's like okay, that's doable. That's doable. Let's do that then. So that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. Hello, Ireland. In Ireland's fair city, where the girls are so pretty. Um, Hi from Ireland. I watched Matthew's trial at the time. Was delighted Diane defending him. He was clearly innocent. Well, thank you, Teresa. Thank you for being here. We've actually got, I'm not sure if you'll be here today, but we've got another Irish one. We've got two Irish people, actually. We've got Danny from Dublin, and we've got Madwell from Belfast, or however she speaks. So yeah, welcome from Ireland. I used to live in Ireland, lived there for a couple of years myself. Love Ireland. Lived in Dublin for 2 years. Loved it. Loved it. Which part of Ireland are you from, Teresa? And I love the fact that you joined us. I didn't know that five. Now that rings a bell. I did not know that five. That rings a bell from somewhere. I don't know where though. But yeah, I'm not sure if you watched the other videos we've done with Matt. I was just explaining we're going to try and zoom down a little bit more, like an hour and a half to 3 hour max um, videos moving forward. Um, but hopefully you've watched some of the others as well. It's great to see new people here. Welcome to you, Teresa. I'm from Belfast. Belfast talk really well, angry. They're not angry. They're lovely people. So I've got another follower. She hasn't been around as much because she's got a few other bits and pieces doing. But she's from Belfast as well. Donegal. A friend in Donegal. McLaughlin. I have friends over there. I've never been to Donegal, but I've got friends from Donegal. But I've watched a few times. Brilliant. Oh, I hope you watch a few more. As I say, I think some of them we've done, they've been too long because it's hard. It's also, it drains us, you know what I mean? So, Matthew's going to be in about 8 minutes, by the way, guys, so before anyone starts. But yeah, I'm so happy that you're here, though, Teresa, because it's lovely to see new people here, but it's lovely to see new people speak as well, chat. It's hard. It's hard. Um, but if you haven't done so, remember to subscribe, Teresa, and remember to like the video as well. And here's another regular, Lou. Lou. Lou Psycho. Lou the Psych. She's not psycho. So Lou's from England. We don't hold that against her. We don't. So you got a Welshman, an Irish woman, and an English woman. And you got none yet. And you got none yet. None yet. Lou Psych. I hope you're doing well. I hope the move's going well, Lou. I hope everything is going fine with that. I know you're a busy woman at the minute. Um, I was just saying, Lou, that I just recovered from. Oh, yeah, do you know what? I didn't watch it. We were doing another trial. We were doing another trial. We were at the time. I don't know what trial. No, yeah, what trial were we doing? What trial were we doing, Nunya? I don't remember what we were doing. Oh, we were doing the eye drop trial. We were doing the eye drop trial. We were so we missed Charlie Adelson trial, but I kept an eye on it. Pun. Eye drop. Design. That's it. So yeah, I missed out. I looked at the recaps of it. Oh, I did catch it. But yeah, I didn't watch it all. But yeah, it was a long one. Now his mother's been arrested now. Jesus, American woman. Thank you. Yes, American woman. Kentucky Fried Chicken and pizza at McDonald's. Hi everyone from Ireland. I hope Danny's here today. I hope Danny is coming in. Because you could meet Danny then. Design, that's the one. None you're always on the ball. Sharon McDonald, another one from England. Hello, Sharon. Hello. Nice to see you. After Noodle, I'm just popping in how your live stream. Hope your live stream goes well. Left my DNA on like button. Sharon, as always, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for doing so. Sharon is one of the other mods from Recovery Addict. Lovely, lovely woman. So thank you, Sharon. I always appreciate it. And you know what? I always appreciate you popping in as well. I really do. I hope you and the family are well. Uh, so I think Matt should be here. We've also got Mighty Meat today. Mighty Meat is our special guest today. So if you don't know Mighty Meat, I don't really know Mighty Meat that well. I've watched a little bit of his content with Matt. Matt's been on his channel a few times. I think he's going there every week now as well, doing something similar. I think he's on episode 5. Matt told me. I think we're on 3. So hopefully Mighty Meat can give us a little bit of insight. He's also an ex police officer, I believe, or something like we'll ask him the questions when he comes in. When he comes in, I was going to say when he comes in the back end. That's phrasing. When he comes into StreamYard, when he pops in, hopefully he pops in around. Well, you can pop in anytime he wants. You can come in now if he wants. So Mighty Meat, if you are watching, just pop in. We're not. I'm just waiting for everybody to come in. Talk with Sally's going to be probably a little bit late. She finished streaming about 4 hours ago, and she'll join us after she wakes up. She told me, and then we got Dr. Hines, who normally joins us about 11:30 Eastern. 11:30 Eastern, which is 4:30 UK time. UK and Ireland time, I should say. So yeah, so we'll see if everyone turns. I would say I'll try and do them shorter now, and take from there. Matt, I need to sometimes give Matt a nudge, so I will message Matt now. I don't know where my phone is, so I'll have to message him instead. Facebook. Right. Dr. Love. Doctor. 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 Ba 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 ba. He is Dr. Love. Love. Love Shack, man, and me. Love Shack. A weekly reminder to get your coffee and get on stream. Right, so I messaged Mark, he'll be here now. Hi Sean McDonald, hi Lou, Dr. Love, Just Jurors is here. Hello Just Jurors. Hello Mel, how are you? Good morning Dylan and everyone. Good morning Mel. He's a doctor of love. Love, love, love. Just Jurors. Ace. Hello Ace. Ace is like clockwork. Every Saturday Ace is here. Hey everyone. I'm Just Jurors actually every Saturday here. Good afternoon from Amsterdam. Now Ace, I didn't know you from Amsterdam, Ace. I'll be honest with you. I did not know that. I know that you fancy Dr. Love. I know that bit. But I didn't know you were from Amsterdam. So welcome. Welcome to you as well. I started the stream a little bit earlier today just because I can chat with people. And most of the time I'm here anyway, so might as well just come in. I might start doing every Saturday. I might start streaming at 3:30 and tell everyone it's 3:30, 10:30. So if anyone's around and no one's around here doing nothing, just chat away. I've got nothing better to do. Right. How are you today, Dylan? I'm not bad, thank you. I'm alright, thank you. I was just saying to everyone, keep an eye out. I've got videos coming out every day now. I'm trying to do 2-3 videos every day. Trying to do something different. So please make sure you give it a look. You don't have to agree with my videos. I don't care if you agree or not. It's more of my opinions about different trials and stuff. So, please take a look. I try to keep it all under 15 minutes. All under 15 minutes, all of it. But yeah, I've got one about Alex Murdoch today. I got one about Kohlberg coming about 4:30 Eastern as well. That's about 8 minutes. So just try to do something different every day, something fresh, something that people can watch quickly. Do you know what I mean? Hey Nunya, everyone holds being English here. Do you know what? I don't. Well, only when it comes to sport. When it comes to rugby, I hold it against you. It's obviously an in-joke. I got nothing against English. Most of my friends, some of my friends, close friends, they either live in England or they're from England. So, but when it comes to rugby, I definitely beat everyone but the English. Got to beat the English. She plays basketball sidelines. Okay, okay. At least you're not carpooling it, which is good. No carpool, no carpool, no carpool. Right. Matt does see my message, but he hear you. Oh no. Right. Let me. Right. So sometimes, guys, right. Remember, right. When Mighty meets you now, right. Remember the time we're professional here. Do you know what I mean? We're all organised. We're all professionals. His videos are all professionals. Look at us. Let's make sure they know we're professional. I'm always joking. Here he is. He's at the back end here. Mighty Meat. How are we doing, sir?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me.
No problems, man. I'll say to everyone, I've seen a few clips of yours now, since obviously you're doing Matt's interviews and stuff like that. So always want to have you on, really. For me, it's a pleasure to have you on, sir. So yeah, hope everything's well there. Are you from America or Canada? Which one are you from?
I'm from America. I'm just outside of Detroit, Michigan. So
Do you know what? I knew. So today, what are you? Are you Michigan State or Michigan?
Michigan State. I graduated from Michigan State, and yeah, I'm a Spartan. So
Spartan, yeah. No, I love it. I'm into college football and stuff like that. So I'm all into that now. And it's for me, it's mostly the Ohio State Michigan game.
Mhm.
That's huge. And but East Lansing, then with the whole rivalry. I remember last year watching it outside the stadium, like you had what do you call it? Things burning. People are burning furniture, and it was mad. It was funny,
Yeah,
but it was mad. So yeah, no, it's good.
yeah.
Um,
It's always the joke is that when you graduate Michigan State, you get your arson charge and your diploma because you probably deserve it. You burned a couch at some point.
yeah, it's tradition. Yeah, I just love it. I think it's great, tell those traditions. We've got a few people here as well, welcoming Mighty Meeting here from Amsterdam. Marijuana, okay. No, looking forward to chilling in the chat. Thank you, Lou. No carpool. Hello from Josie. Hubby's from Detroit. Nunya. There we are. There's something there. Josie Deary. Welcome,
Hey,
Mighty.
what's up?
Um, it's good because there's actually quite. I did right. So I'll be honest. I didn't know who you were a few weeks ago, right? But then my chat starts saying, "Hey, Mighty Meat, Mighty Meat." I was like, "Who the hell's Mighty Meat?" To me, is a pizza. Like Mighty Meat. Let's have a Mighty Meat pizza. Happy day. But then Aaron Hack and Sarah P. They all were like, "No, Mighty Meat is great. He's great. He's great." So I went to watch some of your videos. I thought you were great, and that's why I knew Matt was doing. I nudged Matt to tell him that you were doing a siege about him. So I think he reached out to you, always commenting on your posts, and yeah. So for me, I'm terrible as a streamer. I don't look at other people's content because I just find I don't have the time, to be quite honest. So
Right.
I totally rely on the chat to tell me, right, who do I need to watch? And there's a big following for you, definitely in my chat, sir. So no, they love you. They love you here, So
Awesome.
um, it's good, Josie. Hi, Christine. Hello, Christine. Fortunato. Good morning, Josie. Mighty Meat from Nunya. Hello, me, Josie. Right, bear with me. I will do this. We're waiting for Matt, right? So Matt's not be here by now, but he's not. So let me just do this because I need to message him that. And whilst I do that, if we guys can do us a favour now and go over to this channel and subscribe to Mighty Me. I know a lot of you are subscribed anyway, but if you can't go over and subscribe either now or part of the channel, we always try and support people that we like and people that comes on. So we appreciate you, sir, for that.
Mhm.
And here we go. Good morning, Lou. There's Mighty Me. Here she is, Erin Hack.
What's up, Aaron?
So we call her the like I will, when I call her a hoe. I mean a HO, not an actual. Do you know what I mean? So she's a stream hoe. She's everywhere. So I've seen her in yours. She's in mine. So she's a good judge of character, and she's very much an advocate of you. So that's why I know you're a tidy guy, and that's why I wanted you on. So, but whilst we're waiting for Matt, tell us a bit about your background because you're law enforcement or something. So tell us about you.
So I started in United States Air Force and Air Force Intelligence. I then went into federal law enforcement. Did several different jobs in several different places for United States government. My favorite, and the one I probably did for the longest, I did fraudulent identification. So the people faking passports and visas and stuff like that. And it was kind of cool because you had the investigative. You also had, there was a little bit of action with it. You made arrests and stuff like that. Most days
Yeah,
are boring, but
yeah.
um, and then you started seeing a shift with the politics and the shift with the way that things were going with law enforcement. Was also getting older, had a family, and said, this isn't for me anymore. So decided to retire. Went back, and now I'm an engineer, so I don't know which one's worse, but so um
Wow.
yeah, so I enjoyed what I did. I thought that I genuinely helped people. Really cool thing with the federal government is they're so intertwined that you can do so many different jobs from the same spot. Um,
Yeah.
I was on Secret Service details for President Obama when he came to Detroit, because any sworn officers, they extend, the Secret Service extends and has you do different stuff. So that was kind of cool. I also worked with FEMA, so we'd go to, I went to Texas and Louisiana and anywhere where there's a disaster, you go and you genuinely help people out, and that was fun too. Not something I could have done as my everyday kind of job, but
Yeah.
it certainly was rewarding to do, a stint every 3-4 months with FEMA. So yeah.
I mean, okay. How to come in and dunk all over everyone. You've had the most interesting life ever. Do you know what I mean? That's all great stuff. I mean, it sounds like secret agent undercover doing like the forgery element of it. It's everyone's like true crime person's dream.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? Because it all looks exciting. Obviously, it's not. As you said, there's
Right.
days where it's boring. But for us, it's like, what? Are you Air Force doing? I mean, okay, that's great. I live in Wales and I I stream. Do you know what I mean? In comparison,
Right.
you've lived a hell of a life, my man. Do you know what I mean?
I
As you,
I try and get in anything that comes up. Like, have fun. You only live once, and go for it.
yeah,
So um
take your
I don't know.
opportunities. Yeah,
Yeah. So um
secret agent man. Here we are. So secret agent man. Great resume. It is. It's incredible. I didn't realize it was that expansive. Then, to be quite honest with you. So Matt played it down. Oh yeah, he's a copper. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Do you know what I mean? Not like all this stuff. You know what I mean? So, but what brought you into then doing the whole YouTube business? Then was that something you aspired to do, or was it just something that just happened?
it was kind of on a joke from, I don't know if you know who Ozzy Overlord is. He's
Yeah, I
he's
do.
an Australian lawyer. Um,
Yeah,
it was kind of on a joke that I wouldn't, and then I started doing it, and I'm like, damn, I really like this,
yeah,
and
yeah.
get to cover stuff I like, and do things I like, and I've just been doing it ever since. I just had my 1 year, I think, last week, so been doing it for about a year.
Happy days.
So
Happy
yeah.
days. So, what kind of things do you actually stream? Because I know you cover math and stuff, but what I looked at your page. You cover such a variety of stuff. But what kind of tasters can you give the chat for what you actually cover?
So my favorite thing to cover is the sciences. Like that's what I do now, science and engineering, tech. Um, I love rockets. I covered starships, SpaceX's Starship flight this morning. I was like a little kid in Christmas morning. I couldn't sleep. I ended up getting up at
Yeah,
5 a.m. my time and just started streaming.
yeah,
So that was a lot of fun. But then we like doing the trials. I like stuff that hasn't got a lot of attention or is semi controversial.
yeah,
And then I really enjoy the politics aspect of it here in the States as it continues to heat up. So that's been a sweet spot too. And for some reason people like my opinion, so I'll keep giving it.
yeah. Why not? Why not? I value that. I think that's really good. That's what I'm trying to do more of. I'm trying to do more opinion pieces, but more trial based stuff. But I want to do that, and some people seem to like it, some people don't. But that's why I started this, to have an opinion, to have a voice. And I think when you do trials all the time, sometimes you just get lost. Your voice just get lost a little bit. So yeah, that's definitely something I would do more of topics I like. But the one you haven't mentioned, which I love that you do, and I need to watch it more, is football aspect as well, because you're obviously a Spartan fan.
Yeah.
But I love making that sort of content. I've not done that sort of content, but I'm like, we talk about football, we talk about round ball normally.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But obviously, I call football American football now, and to see that kind of content, I was a bit like, what? How's he gone from trials to science to football? But I love that, so I'll definitely be catching some of those episodes and stuff because I'm still learning. But I think as a guy from the UK, my knowledge is fairly good. But if I was speaking to you, I'd be like, what? What do you mean? I'm not that great either, you know. So no, you're very varied. You're very varied, and I think you've got something for everybody on your channel, and I think that's to be applauded because I try and keep away from politics on my channel because there's a lot of things that I've done. I used to, when I first started, I didn't realize how big politics was in America,
Yeah.
and the chat would blow up, and I was like, "Oh, I've just lost half my followers because one side or the other." So now I'm like, no politics. I got something here for you though from Josie. Does Mighty want to look at Zachary Anderson and also brother? Yeah. So have you heard about Zachary Anderson trial?
Yeah, I actually watched it. I believe I watched that one with Hayden when it was live.
Yeah,
I think it's an interesting dynamic. We're seeing a lot of these miscarriage of justice trials. A
yeah,
lot of stuff that just doesn't seem to sit well. And
yeah,
like I said, I saw it when I got out of law enforcement. I got out 5-6 years ago,
yeah,
probably 5 years ago. And I was kind of 1 foot out before that, but you started seeing it back then where stuff just didn't seem to be above board anymore, and it was really getting frustrating. So to see it now translating to our court system is really concerning. So
yeah.
but,
So we've covered it. I know that we've done a lot with Zach and stuff like that. But what Josie is leaning towards here, if he wanted to cover a little bit of it, if he wanted Solomon potentially on for an interview, who's Zach's brother, then Josie's a big advocate. It's definitely something that
okay.
Aaron said he watched it with Ozzy. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So essentially, we're always trying to get the word out there for free Zachary Anderson. So if it's something that's interesting you, I'm sure Josie would happily put you in contact.
For
And
sure.
if you're not, if the cold case is in freezacharianderson.org anyway, everything's there. Solomon is fantastic. I've done a series going through the trial. If I were you, I would definitely look after Matt's trial to do the Zachariah trial because the one thing you will get is a lot of people like Josie and all them that will come and support you. Anyone that streams anything Zachariah, the injustice and stuff. So there's a lot of new blood that can come to your channel
Yeah.
because if you think staunch supporters, you've not met Zachariah supporters. They are, I won't say they're mad, but they are mad, but in a good way.
Yeah.
They're so dedicated to the cause, and I love it. So, you know, if you do cover it or you want to cover it, I know the people like Josie will be there. You've got about probably 20 people instantly to be over the channel watching it, like you do with Matt, and possibly Solomon might even come on as well. So
Okay.
something to consider. Something to consider. But I could. Josie, he's on Twitter. You can get in touch with Mighty Meat. There we are. And there we are. Josie said if you and Solomon talk about the police aspect, that would be cool.
Yeah.
There we are.
Yeah. I would be happy to. That would be cool. So. Yeah.
Oops. Here he is.
Matt?
He's here now. He's here. You alright? Sandra. Hello, Sandra. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Sandra. Hello, Sandra. Can't hear you. Hope that wedding went well, Sandra. Welcome back. Lovely to see you as always.
Hey, Sandra.
No, he's there. So there we are, Josie. If I leave that with you, Josie, get in touch with Mighty Meat, and I'm sure we can. There's actually, you don't have to do the series, but do something with Solid. That'd be great, actually. It's always great to get different insights. Right. So you're obviously covering this trial, Mighty Meat. So
yeah.
this guy down here, he's known as a genius. Do you know what I mean? He's a look at him. He's a genius. he did all this himself. Mm-hmm. Fucking hell. Every fucking week. You can't get him on. Sorry I'm late. Hiya, hens. There we are. Criminal mastermind. He's absolutely such a boomer. It's unbelievable. Normally we've got half an hour before the stream he comes on, and we just test everything out. But this is why we're not very professional on this one. We do swear a little bit, and we just... I think what I like about this stream, for instance, is it's just natural. We don't know where the hell we're going half the time in this stream. Yeah. You know, I don't want to be too professional. I like to be professional, don't be wrong. I'm grateful you're here. Hope you have a good time. But at the same time, it's like, look at that. You can't make stuff like this up with Mark. Right. He comes on. You can't hear him for about an hour. Last, I was here a couple of weeks ago. He was on my phone listening and speaking. It's like, okay.
It happens. We make it work.
This is the thing. There's no point whinging about it. Just get on with it. Make it work. Exactly. Mm-hmm. No harm. Well, Matt will come on. So for those that are here, what I'm going to be doing after considering your comments, we will be doing smaller segments every Saturday of like 2 to 3 hours. Oh, here we go. Look at Erin. Mighty Meat. Dylan talks a lot. Just mute it if you need to. Erin has got her own, if you know this. So Erin Hack, she has her own little taco named Erin. So this is Erin. Here he is, criminal mastermind. Hello. Hey!
Is that a taco?
That's a taco called Erin.
Mighty Meat. What's up, buddy? Dylan, what's up?
Yeah. Yeah, good. How are you?
This phone's not gonna work. I gotta go back. I'm gonna hook it up. Keep going. I'll be back.
Yeah.
This phone doesn't work.
We'll start the trial. It's fine.
Nah,
we'll start it.
The phone sucks. I'm not
and people say, "Oh, I'd love to be a streamer." Yeah, by all means. Right. So again, we got that. I got the trial here. Hang on. Present. You're on episode 5.
Yeah,
day 5.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the last one I watched with you. Day 5, I think. Matt was saying that there's a few things that came up that he didn't know was coming up. We're on day 3 afternoon. We are, so we're a bit behind. This was supposed to be an 8-week segment, and I think we're on 8 weeks now, and we're day 3. So, do you know what I mean? We're a little bit behind.
Well, it's worth it. Matt has so much input, and you don't get that with any other trial that I've ever done or seen done. Matt is so gracious with his time and really, really adds to it. So,
yeah, I knew that. We did an interview with him, and it was the next week we covered the trial and we did 7.5 hours, I think it was.
Wow.
And we literally only did about an hour and a half for the trial. And that's when I was like, okay, right. Do you know what I mean? And Matt was so passionate. I was like, okay, we're going to have to change this, but let's just do it. So that's why we started to do it. And, it seems to work. I've changed it from going so long now. People think it's just too long, so I'm trying to cut it down to like 2 to 3 hours, max of 3 hours. 2 to 2.5 hours is a sweet spot, I think, for people to rewatch it. Where if it goes on to like 5 to 7 hours, it's just too long for people, and they don't want to rewatch them. So we'll probably do an hour of stream today, guys, and then we'll hear Mike Demi. But also, Mike Demi's here today, but you're more than welcome anytime as well to pop in, Mike Demi. You're a special guest today, but I mean, for me, if people got something to add to a stream, pop in anytime, any week you want. It's no issues for me. I can always send you a link. Like we got Dr. Hyde's coming up in about 10 minutes. He comes and goes. We got Talk with Sally whenever she gets up, she'll join. It's quite flowing. So if you ever want to come back on, the invite's there for you, and I'll send you a link. But you don't have to stay for the whole stream and stuff like that. So it's up to you.
I appreciate it.
With that, no, it's honestly, it's an honour to have you on. If you enjoy the content, please become a member, Blue Wench or a Taco Club member. Right, hang on, let me go back a little bit. Because it did start a bit swirly there. Here we go. Our baby boy, look at him. So fresh. So fresh. Right. This tool. Right. So just a reminder, day 3 afternoon this is. So you know, guys. Mike Timmy, if you've got anything to say, just say it. Do you know what I mean? Don't. Once Matt's here, we pause every 5 seconds. So anything you've got to say, just don't worry about it. Just shout.
Kind of reset here. So we've been looking at a portion of your interview with the defendant.
Yes, sir.
And what day did that occur?
Wednesday, May 27th of 2020.
And in the room, there are 3 people. Can you tell the jury again who those 3 people are?
It is myself, Mathew Moore, and Detective Brett Peachy.
Okay, we're going to resume with a portion of the interview where Detective Peachy asks for a ranking of a scale of 1 to 10 of his relationship with his wife. Do you recall that?
No, sir. I don't think we got to that part.
Right. We haven't covered that yet.
Okay.
We're going to start there now.
Okay.
You're on this time. I've labeled this portion of the interview State Exhibit 74B. And that's to publish that to the jury this time.
Do you think, Dunya? Yeah, it looks younger now.
Yeah.
Looks happier now.
Bliss every day.
He definitely looks happier now, that's for sure. You know what I mean? That's a big relief.
A honeymoon, like a honeymoon, and one being can't stand each other. I'm just asking, what was your rate?
It would fluctuate like a sine wave, but we were on since 6 months. It was an 8.
Last 6 months?
Absolutely. Did you read our text?
Well, we didn't go through everything. There
might be some old text where we were like, whatever, but it was after my son died. There was tension, stress. She dealt with it differently than I did, and so there was things that were said back and forth. But the whole Corona thing really, we became really super. She's like, and we kind of, we need each other. Let's do this thing, guys. I did not hurt my wife. I did not hurt my wife. I loved her. I don't know. I would speculate.
Detective. After the defendant was talking about Corona, what did he say about Emily?
He told us that he loved his wife and said it in a...
Hello, Kimberly. I believe you're a first-time viewer here, so hello to you, Kimberly.
Hello.
To the channel. This is Mighty Meat. Make sure you subscribe to him. Just post his link.
Past tense.
So not love, but loved.
Loved.
I loved my wife.
to say that she might have hurt herself. But if she did, you would have found her. But she would have went down somewhere close. Was there times when she would kind of say, I'm not afraid to die, this thing? I mean, don't they all kind of be like that? Sort of. Nothing that I would ever call anybody good. My wife's going to hurt herself. Nothing.
And why would you think she would hurt herself? I mean, possibility.
Because she was, not that she ever would, I'm just saying she was emotional. She would get emotional. She was very an emotional person. And she would say things like, and then when Joseph died, it was like this thing where she would be like, well, if I would do it if I needed to do it, or shit like that. You'd be like, oh,
So, like I said, we're not.
So, question here then: is this a big deal then? Do you think for you, in the sense that they'd hold in on the loved rather than love?
I think that police officers or detectives would see it as a big deal. But you have to take into context, and he knows that his wife's missing, and the way they brought him in, and I asked him when I talked to him, did you know you were under arrest at this point? And he said, no, I really didn't. But when they take you in a squad car, in the back, through doors, you're obviously confined, and you're obviously in a spot. So your brain might be already putting together, oh, she's deceased, and I'm going to have to, I have to explain this. So you have to really take into, if it was the original interview at home, I think it would have been much more of a big deal. Given that it's in this scenario in a police station, that's got to account for something. You're not there just to have a conversation. You're there because something went wrong. So
that's a good point. Yeah, I think I think he quickly realizes he's there because he's done something wrong, perceived to do something wrong. Bear with me. He needs another link, so I'm just trying to send him another link.
Yeah, no worries.
Hello to everyone in the chat. I posted everybody as a member and that supports us. And also Mighty Meat is there, guys, so please go and support him. Loads of good content there. Also, I know some of you are political, so you can, that's a safe space for you to go and do political stuff, because guys, I don't have a clue about any of that stuff. So I watched the interview yesterday. There were absolutely nothing said that sets off alarm bells, in my opinion. Okay. Yeah, but we're trying to look at it from a different perspective as well, Dandy. But I got you. Right. Friggin' right. Hang on. Invite Matt again. Invite him again. Copied.
Also, this police officer is either very poor at his job or he is corrupt, in my opinion. And I haven't determined which one. So that goes into it too, because he's just looking for buzzwords and gonna do what he wants with them. So,
because I'm pretty certain that he's like brand new, as in he's quite fresh at this point. He really wants to become a detective, or he's either he is a detective, isn't he? But it might be like his first case or something. So that might show a little bit too key. I think what the problem is, you don't want it for your first case to be something like, oh, actually we can't solve it. So it's like, no, we want to solve this, whatever it takes, type of thing, Well, in my opinion, anyway. First murder case.
Yeah. And some of the people that are trying to aspire to power in a small town, you're not going to get very many, bites at the apple. You're gonna make of it what you can. If you're in, law enforcement long enough, you'll run into the case that you can put on for sure.
Yeah.
You don't need to make it. So
it is a tough one. This is the only big thing. did you ever think about becoming some sort of detective then, like this kind of work?
No, I tried to stay away from. I mean, I had all kinds of offers because of what I did from
Yeah.
everybody and their brother, but I wanted to stay federal. I thought it was the place for me at the time. I did do like so City of Detroit has reserve officers for like if we have the auto show or the World Series or something like that. And basically we just kind of stand around and walk around downtown. So but so I did some of that stuff, but I never did law enforcement as law enforcement.
No.
Like local law enforcement. It was always federal. So
Yeah, I only asked because of your background. It's obviously it's something they probably would seek if you wanted to do it. It's such an in-depth background and different background you have. It seems that you have all the skill sets if you want to do it. I will say that somebody on Facebook keeps getting hung on past tense word, not understanding even the past tense doesn't mean that you killed your wife. Yes,
right.
People just jump on anything as well. Do you know what I mean? They can't. If you think he's guilty, there's some people. You're not going to change their minds. You've got to remember that. That's why everyone's built differently. That's why you need to keep an open mind. That's why I encourage everybody to look at various content creators for various opinions. And I'm bad at it myself because I never look at a lot of content creators. But I always say to my viewers, do not listen to what I've got to say. If you agree with it, great. If you don't, great. Do you know what I mean? It's just my opinion, mine alone. Do you know what I mean? So don't be sheep. Look at your own opinions. Right. I don't think. Matt might be joining, but we'll carry on
Second
anyway.
interview continue after that.
Yes, it does.
Do you know what I mean?
And,
It's good to have your perspective anyway. So.
Westman Marches State Exhibit 74C to the jury.
Would it surprise you if I said that she didn't seem to be as happy as you were led to believe?
Of course.
It would surprise
It wouldn't surprise
It wouldn't surprise
me. She was sadder than I.
Quarterback. Who's the
you? As far as
quarterback?
your
Really
relationship.
Is that you, Mike Timmy? Are you the quarterback?
I'm not a quarterback. I'm way too big
I'm not
to be a quarterback.
Yeah, I'm not built for that as well. So, hello, the Verdict Watch. I'm not sure if you've been here before. I believe you might have been here before, but hello. Oh, look, it's the quarterback. I have no idea who the quarterback is, but welcome to you anyway.
No, she loved me. I would be very surprised if there was like a. No.
Detective, was the defendant just there talking about Emily's feelings towards him?
Yes, he was.
And what did he say?
Grubs.
He said no, she loved me.
Yes.
Again, past tense.
I get what you mean now. Sorry.
Love.
Correct.
No, well, I'm not saying that, but literally 2 weeks ago, there was one person that she kind of confided in through text messages and so forth.
Said something that.
And she said that Matt picked another fight with me last night. This was 2 weeks ago. And then they kind of go on talking about it a little bit. Early May, we're talking this month. Matt and I are talking and friendly, but it's not the kind of relationship I want. In April, a month ago, please don't talk about Matt and I in love. She said, same day, he hasn't been the same since Joey, which I understand. That's not a criticism. I completely get that. It certainly changed. And at the same time, she said, I think Matt is mentally ill. And then the same day, we aren't talking. Reference your relationship, we're not talking. This was a month ago. She said, we're not talking. And she said, I don't want to talk about him. I'd rather focus on the future. By the way, Matt got really drunk last night. This was February. By the way, Matt got really drunk last night and said some things I don't think he can take back. I'm fine. I'm pretty sure we are not going to stay together.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
What's up, Bri?
Oh, is it right? One of yours will say, yeah, we're built differently. Same glasses, everything. No hat for me,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
See? That's funny when people come in. I love
We would argue about things that I didn't think that it was that.
What was it that you said? She was mad that you couldn't.
And she focused on one thing, Matt picked the flight again.
Matt is such a criminal genius, he can't get into the stream. He's still working to try and get into the stream. So, but it doesn't matter. We've got Mike to meet you. And as I say, we've only got to be playing about 1 hour of this clip anyway, until the first break. And then whatever. And then Matt will join us other weeks and stuff like that anyway. So, but yeah, if you got, also, you've heard his resume. You've heard Mike DeMeat's resume, guys. What questions have we got for Mike DeMeat, whether it's to this trial or whatever? Have we got questions for him? I mean, I just thought he's a normal law enforcement, but he's a police spy. He's a secret agent, guys. So, let's use the time to ask him some questions as well. So, yeah, fire away.
This is April. This is barely a month.
You would accuse me of picking fights.
Okay, but this was a month ago. Okay, this is heavy. Matt picked a fight with me yesterday and said some awful things. I'm not wearing my wedding ring.
Huge.
It's
Huge.
big.
That doesn't sound like somebody who's in a happy relationship. I found my wife texted that to somebody a month ago.
I get it. I'm not going to say that those things. Of course, there was a roller coaster relationship, but it wasn't like anything that was anything you would think that someone would hurt someone. It just would.
I'm just addressing the fact that you just told me that the last 6 months have been bliss and it ain't.
Not yes.
Okay.
There have been levels of that, and you can check the other texts, and they are super. I love you. I'm going to say
I saw it.
there are.
It's very much up and down.
That would go away. That would really go away. It would last for a night.
Will you acknowledge that that's some pretty heavy shit when your wife said, "I took up my wedding ring. I don't think we're going to stay together."
It's not as heavy as you think it is.
You don't think that?
You might think it is, but it's not. She would be like that at times because of her anger issues. It always swung back. We were always, it wasn't.
Well, why would you have said that whenever they asked how your relationship?
I didn't even remember that because it's not in my mindset. The good times have been so good.
Okay, but
you guys are really going to try to.
I'm not trying to do anything. I'm reading your wife's words.
She was getting
I understand that. Just let me. I'm not saying anything. I'm saying when you come in and say we had a great relationship, told Officer Hollis, we had a great marriage, no problems whatsoever, and then I read this, it's going back 6 months, and you text her on New Year's Eve and say if you want a divorce and we're going to move out, fine. I mean, these are all things I just printed off, which have they aren't the usual fight, like, I'm pissed at you, fuck off, I don't want to talk to you tonight, just leave me.
There's a couple of things here, right? Rough patches make couples stronger. I totally agree with that. Right, I've always wondered this, you might have a different insight. How are we supposed to answer your relationship status? If you say it's fine and they find out there's just a couple of arguments, you said it was fine. Or if you say, well, I've got a few that we've argued, so you've been arguing, and how do you even answer that question without them maybe having some doubt in you?
So you don't.
Yeah.
you ask for a lawyer. Don't ever talk to the police. Trust me. But no, and so one of the things that I noticed from this, Matt's sitting back. He's very comfortable. He's vulnerable. Yeah. His body language is not aggressive or not closed in any way. Like there's nothing here, man. And any good investigator is gonna be like, you know what? It's an anomaly. He made a misspeak. But to be, he's literally in the most vulnerable position you can be. He's wide open. Everything's wide open, and he's just kind of sitting back. So either he's in it, the most sociopathic person in history, or there's nothing going on here, and find something else before you come back to it. But
yeah, I agree. That's a good way of saying it, actually. sorry, I'm back. What happened? Matt's having issues. He can't come on. But it doesn't matter. We've got Mighty Meat, do you remember? We've got Lily can confirm. Hang on. We got somebody else here now. Ray Rodis will be guilty, yes. Lawyer up, yes. Cause, Brian, yes. We got question here. We'll hold this question. We'll answer this question. Oh, Mighty Meat, do these police not think by Matt's body language? You just answered it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just answered it. Huh, great minds there. After the we've had a lot of rough patches.
Mm.
Yes. Never, ever speak to the attorney. Yes. So, Mighty Meat, I'm not sure if you know about this guy, right? The guy we're about to have on screen now, he is the love doctor. Right, I'm not joking here, right? I've got a good chat. Most 95 to 98% of women, right? And, I like the fact that women here, they're like always nice to me and everything. This guy comes in and they all just like swoon all over him. They're like, Mighty Meat, he's so cute. Oh, Dr. Love, his hat, love him, his dimples. They all go crazy over him. I'm not sure if you've ever met him before. His name's Dr. Hines. He's from London. But basically, he is Johnny Depp online. He's the main man himself, Dr. Hines. Here he is. Hinesy, how are we doing?
Thank you.
How are we doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you doing? How you doing, Dylan? Always. I say that this guy has the best intros. I don't know why he does it like as if I'm a WWE wrestler about to step into the ring. He's like weighing 180 pounds and having the best dimples.
It's true. It's true. But I've got to keep away from Mighty Meat because his lover's here. Brian S. is his lover, apparently. So I've got to keep away. There's only Dr. Love I got. So Dr. Love, if you don't know, this is Mighty Meat, another streamer.
Nice to meet you, Mighty Meat.
Nice to meet you.
So you both, basically, we've all started not too far, as in, you've just had a year anniversary, Mighty Meat. Dr. Hines been doing it probably about a year now. I think about 7-8 months, so not too far from each other. That laugh, everyone loves his laugh as well. So Mighty Meat's all the way from Detroit, covers a lot of stuff that is political, trials, American football and all that. Dr. Hines is very much a Johnny Depp, Amber Heard guy. He's a Johnny Depp guy that covers all the he does documentaries around Johnny Depp and that trial and stuff, basically. So, and I think that's why he's so popular with the ladies, essentially, because they all love him for that.
He's a hack.
He's a hack. Dr. Hines, Dr. Ketchup. This is another one that Aaron jumps. So Aaron Hack goes to his streams, your streams, my streams. So if Aaron Hack is there, it's good. Matt saying the link just brings me to StreamYard. Yeah, but you wanted to take you to StreamYard. I don't get it. I don't understand. Hang on. It won't put me in the studio. I don't know, dude. I'll try and sort him out. So the plan is here, Dr. Hines. What we're gonna do is do about. So I've been looking at comments and getting feedback. Everyone thinks we'll be doing them too long, so I'm just going to try and cut them to about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, these streams, just make it more manageable. So we'll take this to the first break. Obviously, you know the score. We'll analyse it as we go along. I don't think we're going to have much of Matt today. I'm going to tell him to jump in in chat, so he can join chat anyway. Actually, I'll phone him now. I'll just phone him live. I'll see what he says. We'll figure it out now. We'll figure it out. I'll get the mic close so you can all hear him. Right, don't swear, you're on TV. You're on TV, right? You're live.
Big bro.
You're live, sir. Hey.
I got this old phone.
Yeah.
Old phone, and it's big enough to the phone I'm on now just can't handle whatever. It's not good.
Okay.
This phone will not follow your link. It only goes to your stream.
StreamYard, yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to get to the meeting on this phone. So I'm going to keep trying.
Keep trying. But join chat. There'll be questions in chat for you anyway. So keep trying. But it's all good. Hey, this is what we go through. This is what. Hey, every Saturday. As I was saying as well, don't worry. I was saying to the guys, we're going to try and keep it to about 2.5 hour stream anyway. So it's all good. Do you know what I mean? We also got Mighty Me. Did you know he was a secret agent, James Bond?
Oh, yeah, I know about it.
Jesus Christ! You said to me he's a copper. He's bloody secret agent, mate.
Oh,
Mighty Me.
maybe he's a cop.
He's not. He's a forensic expert. Basically, he's the next James Bond.
Is he there?
He's there, yeah.
I don't have the British accent though, so I can't be James Bond.
I'll get there in a second.
And if you can't, I've invited him back. He can come back anytime he wants. So any week he wants to come back, he's more welcome.
Man. Isn't he great?
Yeah, he's great. He's like my twin. People think he's my twin, so it's good.
And you don't like cops.
And you don't like that? No, it's good. So we're getting good insight into the trial now. So don't worry your head. Join chat instead, mate. It's all good. Don't worry if you can't join. Just join chat. All right. See you in a bit, buddy. Ta, mate.
Later.
Ta. So it doesn't look like he'll be joining us, but it's all good. It's all good. He'll be in chat hopefully anyway. So that we got something. But we got three. Look at the three of us here. Look at us. Looking great. So I'll probably have a shortish one here, but I was genuine when I say, Mike, to me, I know you can't make next week. I don't think they will be streamed next week anyway, but any other week you're fine. If you've got questions for Matt, guys, just put it in chat. He'll answer it. And if not, I'll phone him back at the end and he can answer the questions. So just put them all in chat. No worries, Dr. Hines. So don't worry about it. It's all good. So yeah, just use anything you got. Just ask. It's fine. Also, ask us questions anyway because, like Mike me or Dr. Hines might have a different perspective anyway. So it's all good. I was going to say we're only taking this for the first break. So yeah, ask away, guys. Ask away, Dr. Juicy. Jesus.
It's go golfing because I don't want to see you right now. I want to be alone.
Here he is.
Well,
You think that's pretty.
it's not as heavy as you think it is. From out looking at it from the outside, I can see why someone would think that, but it's not. It's just the level of anger from. I'm not gonna say it's her fault. I had my issues with my son. I would get angry too. We would fall back in love the next day. It was just the thing that we would do, and it wasn't. And when you say, "Hey, how was the last 6 months?" The last 6 months have been really nice, man. I mean, was there a time we had a night where I said some bad things and she took her wedding ring off? How long ago was that? I mean,
A month.
Look, it happened, but I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't know how to explain to you.
Do you remember that happening though?
I remember her. I think taking her wedding ring off, but didn't last. But this thing has gone on forever.
When was the last argument you and her got into, screaming match?
There was never really a screaming match. It was more of just.
When was the last argument / loud
I
conversation?
couldn't remember. I couldn't tell you. I was guessing.
Because your neighbors are out there saying it was in the last 2 weeks. Would that be correct?
I don't know. And there's the screaming. We were screaming at each other. I never seen
Former.
Oh yeah. People like it. It's fine.
There might have been a lot of whatever.
Loud disagreement?
We weren't violent. We weren't screaming like at each other, like throwing things around. It just wasn't happening. It's not the type of relationship we had. We would get mad at each other because we had issues, but they weren't even close to being like. She was saying that to her friend. I mean, that's surprising to me because I wasn't like, I mean, at times you say, I don't want to be married to you anymore. But it doesn't go down the lines that I'm sitting in a police station right now, being like you're going after me.
We just have to make sure we know how to humor it.
Trust me, as a man to man, that what was going on there was nothing there was nothing to be worried about. There wasn't anything.
So, can I change course now?
I'll be back to.
So, it was Officer Hollis. I keep wanting to think it's Sereno, but it was Officer Hollis came out on Monday to take the report, correct? Now, and her phone wasn't seized or anything else like that. Were you posting stuff on Facebook from her account using her phone?
I don't know, maybe. I knew her passcode and it was my son's old phone. I could have went on there and posted something. I think I didn't have any of her friends' phone numbers, so I think I was maybe making contact. I'm guessing that I was making some sort of contacts with friends of hers. Are you saying when I was looking for her?
Like after she was reported missing. And
I'm sure I did use her phone to contact friends of hers.
Did you post something to her Facebook account, to her friend on Facebook, like, hey, she's missing?
I didn't until later on when it was told to me that it was as serious as it was. It wasn't like, it was after the media showed up.
I just need to know if you did. And there's nothing wrong with it.
I don't know. I don't know.
Matt, this was 2 days ago.
I know.
And you can't remember if you
Which phone I
on
used,
her phone. Did you go on her, did you think to yourself, and this would make perfect sense, to say, look, I don't know.
I don't remember what I did yesterday, let alone 2 days ago, let alone the amount of stress that he must be under right now as well. Do you guys think that plays a factor into it, or is it? What's your opinions on it?
I always think it's disingenuous to think people have this perfect 2020, memory of everything that they've done. I mean, I wouldn't remember something like that, and I don't know. It's another, when you have bad cops or incompetent cops, they're going to latch on to the easiest thing that makes their point. And I think that's what you see here over and over again is let's latch on to this little detail because we don't want to or don't know how to do the work to get past that. So, I just
I think that's
don't think it's fair. But
no. Heinzie, have you got anything to add or to say about what's your memory like, Dr. Himes?
No. My memory, I'll be like him. If you're trying to ask me to, if it's for me, it's more of numbers. If it's not to do with a certain time of day, if you don't give me a time of day or anything like that, like let's say 13th of October 2023. I know I went camping. And I know what I did on a campsite. But if you said, "Oh, we saw a picture of you walking down the pub," I'm like, where? And then it's like, well, it's where you're camping. I'm like, I walked everywhere. Why would I know this? Why would I know? Things like that. Like that's the first thing I noticed. They didn't give him anything to work with, so for me, I know I need like a marker or something like that, like anything. If you give me a time on a day, it'll be a lot easier for me to like, oh, okay, that's what I was doing. This is what I was doing. It'd be a lot easier compared to like, anyway. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense.
I got it. Yeah, I got it. It seems so from my perspective here, and again, I think, Mike, to me, you know a lot more about this than me, but they want you to write everything down and just cut you out, is how it seems to me. Write it down and then we'll speak to you, but we're not going to give you your phone, we're not going to give you anything. If it doesn't compare, then we got you. Is that why they ask people to write it down, first of all, do you think?
Yeah, well, there's two things. One, they're trying to catch you in misremembering any little detail. Second, they don't, like you said, Dr. Hanson, they're not looking for an answer. They don't want to make it easy for you to answer. So they want it open-ended, and they want you to talk. So they're not going to ask you, where were you on December 3rd at 2:00? Because then you might actually know, or you might have an idea. Where were you, sometime in December? Well, then you're going to talk, and you're going to expand upon what they're looking for. And that gives them another thread to pull. So when I'm investigating, I'll say, what do you like to do on Tuesdays? Knowing that the murder took place on Friday or this took place on Friday. What do you do on Tuesday nights? Well, Tuesday night we do this, and then that leads into this on Wednesday, Thursday, and then I have my Friday, and I never even ask you about Friday. people
Yeah,
like
yeah.
to talk, especially when they're in a
Nervous.
situation. They just will keep talking as long as you keep prompting them and you're good at what you do. So
Yeah, especially if you're nervous as well. I think that
Mhm.
that probably leads on to how many people actually you want to. Also, I think some people want to please them because when you sat there and you see their expressions, they get frustrated. Okay, so do you want to hear that? If I say this, is that going to please you more? And I've seen some of those interrogations, like Brendan, what's his name, Brendan Dacey, Wisconsin, and the whole Stephen Avery case, where he was interviewed and he was basically coerced into giving a false narrative in some ways. So I just, I don't know how it all works. It's all a lot of psychological, I imagine. So, Jesus, and especially when you're dealing with Matt's dealing, trying to do a story. You got your wife was missing. You've long ago lost your son, and you thinking, well, have I lost someone else here now? A close one. What must be going through his mind? Do you know what I mean? So I don't know.
right. And you're normally setting up like a good cop again, and I don't claim either of these are good cops, but a good cop is setting up the next question with the current one. So you're setting up your next question with the current one, much like lawyers do. They set up, what's going to come down the line. So
no, that's true. That's true. We've got Sandra's in Wisconsin. Never. Yeah, we know the corruption in Wisconsin.
Oh, I don't know her friends, which we know. So I'm going to get on it. You made the comment, I would like to post things to her account. That's why you wanted her phone back. So it's been through your mind. It would make perfect sense. I'm going to go on her Facebook account and post, hey, has anyone seen Emily? This is her husband. I can't find her. She's
I must have. I can't recall, but I must have.
You don't remember that? It was 2 days ago.
I don't. I don't know if it was me that I put on. I must have.
Was someone else using her phone?
No.
So the phone stayed with.
Uh oh. The criminal mastermind. Hang on. Let's just check it. Fingers crossed, everyone. Is it working?
This is on my old phone. I don't know if it's gonna last long, but
So good.
I want to get in on this great conversation you got going. I mean, it's fantastic. Mighty Meat, thanks for showing up, man.
What's up, buddy?
Hey.
Yeah. So we were just getting everyone's perspective. What's your perspective of this so far, Mathew? How were you feeling?
Don't talk to cops.
No, we know that. But in this moment, do you remember it?
I do remember it, and I remember I'll give it to him. You forget why you're there. I mean, by this time I should have been like, fuck both of you. You're not looking for my wife. You're not looking for my wife, man. You just asked me stupid random questions. Who the fuck gives a fuck what phone I used to post fucking, hey, I'm looking for my wife? It doesn't fucking matter. Like he said, all they're looking for is inconsistencies where they can go, hey, they can justify what they're about to do to you, which is to rob you of all your fucking assets. And I should have known better, but I didn't. I just told myself, I said, cooperate. You're innocent. There's nothing there. I wasn't even focused on them fucking me. I was focused in on, let's find Emily. Let's figure this out. So cooperate. They'll figure out that you're not part of it, and then they'll go look for her. So, boy, was I wrong.
Did you think that they were playing good cop, bad cop?
Can you hear me?
In this situation? Yeah.
This phone's so good, man.
No, we can hear you.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking any of that, and I'll give him that. As
he's on delay, I think. I think he's on delay.
Oh, okay.
But I think he's gone as well. So right, we'll play it. If he comes back, he comes back. I just thought, I think it's unique to understand, how he was thinking, so, because we've got all these different perspectives, it's like, it's quite unique to be able to ask him, right, but how are you generally feeling right here?
Yeah.
He's obviously mad about it as well. So, right, let's play for a little bit.
At the house the whole time? You didn't hand it out to a cousin or walking down the street, some Joe stranger or anything else like that? Okay. So if anything was posted on her account, have you ever accessed her Facebook from your phone?
I can't. So I've never done it. I can't access. I've tried to post stuff onto her page from my phone, but it doesn't like.
But you can't get in as her on her Facebook.
I can do it from her phone. I can do it. Yeah.
Yes.
Just get on her phone, go to Facebook, and
Okay.
I'm sure I did. I'm sure I did. I can't say I definitively did, but I'm sure I got on.
So,
okay, I did, didn't I? I did. You guys know. I went on and say, this is Matt. I'm Emily's husband. She's missing. I must have. I had to. I just don't recall right now if I did. But I'm pretty. I mean, that would be the move to make. Right? I mean,
just because we ask you a question, it doesn't mean that we're going at it. It's not a trick question.
I know. You're right. And I'm just trying to tell you that if I don't like in my head picture it, I don't want to say I did. But I mean, it would be the move to make. I mean, yeah, I must have.
Okay.
I've been using my phone, her phone, my phone, her phone for the last, this is Wednesday now? I don't even know what day it is anymore. I've been using 2 phones, so it's looking at her friends.
But you know you can't post from yours, so if you post into her Facebook account, it has to be through her phone.
It has to be through her phone, there's no doubt about it.
Did you use her phone for any other purpose?
Like what?
You text a few friends, you text some friends of hers, or any contacts?
I'm sure I did, yeah. I mean, yeah, I had to because I don't have a lot of her friends' phone numbers and stuff. So, yeah.
What for me was funny now looking at this, and it's not funny, but it is funny, is if they genuinely knew, they think this guy's playing a game. They think Matt's playing a game here. And of course you know what he did, of course you can post stuff. But if they knew that this guy can't even come to StreamYard, he can't, he struggles to get even into StreamYard. That's how, look, he's upside down. Do you know what I mean?
Sideways.
How the hell are you? Do you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. But yeah, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Yes.
Good.
I'm sorry about all this. I got 3 phones. I'm juggling. The phone I got. I think this phone was gonna work though, so I think we're all right.
Yeah. It seems to
Hey,
work.
is this not interesting though? Is this not interesting? You're in a police interrogation for a murder suspect. This is and with really shitty cops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who don't know how to hide their agenda. So it's really neat, right?
I don't know if the guy's got any questions, but my only question for you now is, I was starting to ask you earlier on, did they play the good cop, bad cop? Did you think they were playing good cop, bad cop with you?
No. And now that I look at it, I don't know what they're doing because they're so bad at it. And how I feel so foolish to fall for it. But I mean, you have to realize what I was going through at the time. Plus, I wasn't at my best. I mean, I'm speaking to her a couple times in the past tense. Just because, I mean, the stress of the whole thing, you're going to misspeak. Good cop, bad cop. I didn't really even notice it. If they were, there's a lot they cut out in this. This is trial footage, right? So it's, they accused me of murder. I take a voice inflection test. Mighty Meat could probably attest to how reliable voice inflection tests are. Which is like a
polygraph,
like a shitty lie detector, right? Yeah. I couldn't have been more calm when I took that test. When I said he's like, how many is there 2 doorknobs on that door there? And I'm like, no. And it was stupid. It was silly. But
have you guys got a question for Matt on this one? Yeah or no?
Not right now. No.
No, it's all good if you don't. I'm not putting you on the spot, guys. It's just more of a easier if you had anything. But if you do have a question, like me, Dr. Hines, just jump in, yeah? Just ask anything. I can stop.
I heard Mighty Meat. He explained it, what they're doing. They're not looking for M. They're not trying to figure out what the truth is. Though that's part of it, I suppose. But what they're doing is they're just trying to get me to to have inconsistencies. That's all this is, right? I mean,
yeah.
I do have a question. Sorry. I do have a question for you, Matt. And it's how does your memory work? Like you weren't here to give an input earlier.
I've done a ton of reflective thought on memory when I was in jail. I mean, the immense pressure and psychological what that was I started analyzing my memory. And when I was in jail, I didn't really at times know what was real and wasn't real. I've done a ton of psychedelics. I get it. It's the memory is a strange thing. There was things at trial that I saw on the body cam footage that was different than my memory. I hadn't seen the body cam footage for, whatever that was, a year and a half or whatever it was. I hadn't experienced it, and just to see the body cam footage and be like, that's reality. You can't switch that. It grounded me. Do I have memory problems? Is that what you're insinuating to there, doctor?
No, I didn't know that insight. So I kind of like the question and how that came about, but I was more asking in regards to how the police were like interrogating you to remember the tiniest details that I don't think any realistic human being would remember.
I wasn't focused in on what they were talking about. I mean, for the last 2 days before that, it wasn't even 48 hours, and they had me in there and they accused me of murder with no evidence. I was like, where's my phone? And then we rely on our phones now, right? I mean, everybody's like, where were you yesterday at whenever? You pick your phone up and I was here. Or, it's all, and I didn't have my phone. And they wouldn't give it to me, so I was like,
exactly like I said, I knew it. Like I could tell just watching that little video. I could actually tell that the memories that we have is very similar, because I'm the same way. If I don't see a text message, I literally would forget. I don't. Yeah, no. That's
you remember.
That's good.
You remember you made a phone call or a text message around that time. I know exactly when I was where I was, what I was doing, because you made that text, and then you look back and it says that's the time it happened. But these dudes wouldn't. I don't know if it's in here, but they would not give me my phone. So I was like, my times are gonna be all fucked up. I would hate to give you a time that's wrong, and then you guys look at me like I did something. That's verbatim what I said to them. They didn't give a fuck. They were like, yeah, man, we don't care. Don't worry about it, Mr. Moore. Do your thing. As I'm writing these things down. Didn't know that they'd be using what time I got up.
That's
as
interesting.
Evidence that I killed my wife.
Did they say that you were free to go at any point? By the way, did they say that at all?
When I first got in there, they said you're free to go.
Okay, in that moment, because
in that room.
That makes sense. You should have asked for your phone then, because you're not under custody. But to be quite fair, I literally just learned that yesterday. Because a lawyer was saying it, like in regards to this Caitlin, that cyclist murder trial. I'm not sure if you guys heard about it, but it came up there, and it's just the nuance. If they say those things, you can get your belongings, you can get all those things, and still be in the room if you want to be there, or if you want to talk more.
I'm cooperating because I'm beyond myself trying to find my wife, and these are the people that you call if you're faced with an emergency, like your child's missing, your wife's missing. So I'm trying to convince these guys that I didn't do anything. Let's go find her. And you go down that road, and I should have known, but I'm desperate. I'm looking for help. What am I going to do? How am I? The world got so small, or my world got so. I'm like, she could be anywhere. You need the press. You need the cops. You need the cooperation of this whole town to find out where she's probably just down the road at someone's house. Let's find her. Let's figure this out. That didn't have anything to do with what they were doing to me. They were building a case against me. Now that I look at it, yeah, obviously, I'm a different person. Trust me, I'm different than I was. This poor sap that you're looking at here getting interviewed, he had no clue about crime, cops, any of it. I didn't know. I didn't have any clue what I was doing. None. Now, obviously. And believe me, when it happens to you, and you're in that room and you need their help to find your kid or your wife or your fucking parent that's got dementia that's walking around out there, fucking, you don't know where the fuck they did. You're gonna need their help. You're gonna be talking. Trust me, and they know that. You're gonna be looking for their help.
Yeah, and like I told you when we watched it, the psychological game they're playing. The door is closed. They're intentionally blocking you from access to different things. Like there's all kinds of different psychologicals that go on in an interrogation like this. They said you're free to go, who the hell is going to try and walk out that
They
door?
read me my
Like,
rights.
nobody.
I mean, I missed that part. I mean, yeah, I guess, but then you get into it and you're not thinking. You're not thinking like, well, I can just leave. You're not going to leave.
Mhm.
That would be like walking out on your wife. Fuck you, bitch. I don't care about you. Just leave. That wasn't going to happen.
Right.
Right.
No one
That's
thinks
not
like
gonna
that.
happen. I stayed in that room until they stuck his finger in my face and said, "You murdered your fucking wife." That's not even on here. I don't know why it's they excluded it, but they excluded it. So I kind of know why, but I don't know why my lawyer allowed it. I think it was something she had to allow or something. But because people on the community, well, he's not cooperating, right? Would you cooperate after this? I mean, how do you cooperate? You go get a lawyer, right? And the lawyer says, you can't talk to the cops. Don't go to what? I got invited to a search today. Should I go? No. What are you doing? No. Stay away from police. They're building a case on you.
Mm-hmm.
And they know that. I think Mighty Meat, right? I mean, tactic.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
and
accuse you of murder and then be like, invite you to some sort of public gathering. Come on down and thank the volunteers. I mean, are you going to go?
No, I wouldn't.
Then they're going to look at you and say, hey, look.
Well, they put you in an unwinnable
Maybe some people
spot.
would. Maybe some people would.
Yeah, they put you in an unwinnable
after
spot.
This interrogation, because they exposed themselves so much during this interrogation. After I left and I talked to my dad and I talked to my friends and I talked to a lawyer, they're like, and then I talked to my missing persons advocate friends who I became friends with right in the beginning. They're like, do not talk to police. They're not there to help you. You can look for your wife. And I asked my lawyer at the time, I was like, can I look for my wife? And he's like, yeah, you can look, but don't talk to the media. Don't talk to the police.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, they put you in an unwinnable spot.
Find her.
Consistently. So they'll put you in, come to this search, and thank the volunteers or whatever. But so if you don't go, then you look terrible because you're not trying to find your wife. If you do go, then they're going to use every step that you take. They're going to write everything down. They're going to, he intentionally avoided this path because he knows she's down this way. Even when you're not doing it consciously or subconsciously, they're going to take that and they're putting you in no-win situations so that they can get the result they want. And that's not good policing. Yeah. Good policing is follow the evidence, not make the evidence. So,
yeah. But I was just going to say this, Matt, before we play the video. I think it's interesting what you said just now as well about we're looking at in real time, all jokes aside, we're looking at you in real time here. Well, not real time, but you know what I mean. Looking at you in the past, seeing how you deal with it. It would actually be interesting, even though we know all the things like Mighty Meese just said and stuff. We know we shouldn't speak to them, but if your loved one was missing, it'd be interesting to see how many people still actually would speak to them. Because in the moment, you're panicking. You want to get everything out there.
You're concerned for yourself. You're concerned for yourself. I mean, if you ever have a kid, you'll know what I'm talking about. You're not worried about yourself. If your wife goes missing, they don't, so I can protect myself. You're just trying to find your loved one. That's all you're doing.
Yeah.
So I die for my wife. You know what I mean? So I wasn't even, it was happening to me and I knew I'd look around and be like, what the fuck is all this weird shit? If you read my book, there's some really interesting things about their tactics in my book.
Yeah. And I think that's my point to saying that. Go on. You're like 5 seconds behind. You're like 5 seconds behind.
I followed your link, man. I don't know what to do.
He's getting pissed off now. Look at him. He's getting pissed off now. Can you hear us now?
Like I say every week that I'm here. This is the master criminal. Guy. This is the evil genius that concocted all of these things.
My first. Here, man, I gotta go later.
He's pissed. Right. He might come back, but he's pissed off for a minute because it's not working. Right. But my point I was trying to get across there was, I know we're not supposed to speak to the police, but in actual moments, how many of us wouldn't speak to them in this situation when your child or when your wife or somebody is missing? I just don't know. I just don't know. That's my only. I can understand if I was a suspect in a murder that you just don't speak to them 100%. Always get a lawyer. But in the moment when you're panicking about your wife being missing, I'm not sure. Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure it's as easy to say to somebody, I'm not going to speak to you because I need a lawyer. So it'd be interesting to see in the moment how everybody would react in that situation. That's all. So, okay.
That's why when I gave the phone to you guys, I was like, you need that phone back to contact people.
And before, did you make, I know you said you don't remember, but did you make a couple posts on a Facebook account? Did you make one, did you make 5?
I mean, I don't know.
Do you remember what you wrote?
At some point I started, that's right, when you guys took the phone, that's when I started posting from my phone. I'm going to say everything prior to that was probably from my phone. I don't know why I would post. I can't.
Was anything deleted in it?
Detective, one more portion of the interview to play here. It's been marked as State Exhibit 74D, and that's to publish that to the jury this time.
I'll be guessing, but I think she heard something.
How do you think she heard?
She would say that she was going to do it, she would hang herself.
So, and of course, no one knows anything at this point. I'm just asking for your opinion. So, do you think that she hung herself?
I don't know.
Just what does your gut say?
That she hurt herself.
That's your gut blueprint.
I'm sorry, that
She
just
ever
sounds
just say I'm going to say now on the line.
What does your gut say?
Right.
Sorry, guys. I missed that. What was that?
No, it's just it's this police officer that's sitting down with his hands in a, I don't know what do you call that, but he just went to him. Oh, just tell us, what does your gut say? I'm like, what the? I listened to that and I'm like, you know what you're after, kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Fair.
She has talked about killing herself before, but not anything where I would call the authorities and say, you need to save her.
If she were to hang herself, where would she do it?
She would do it where she would be easily found. She wouldn't want to cause any conflict.
Since she hasn't been easily found, is it possible that she didn't kill herself?
You tell me. You're the police. I'm not.
I just want you to just look at the entire thing. Just pull yourself out of it.
Is there a chance that she went out at some point and someone abducted her from Westerville, Ohio, or put her in the car and drove off with her? What are the odds of that happening?
In Westerville, Ohio, almost 0%.
Zero.
Especially on Memorial Day when everyone's at home. You know, it's a perfect day out.
So I'm going to say, was she abducted? No. I know I did not hurt her. I didn't do it. So the other thing that I think of is that she did something.
Hi, Anthony. True boy. Tian boy. This is what I mean. Dr. Hines comes in here. I actually love your laugh, Dr. Hines. These women just swoon all over him. Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ. No love for me or Mighty Me. Why is this then? I don't get it. Where's Brian? Where's Brian gone?
Brian, where'd you go?
Yeah. Right. Anthony, welcome, Anthony. Anthony's a fellow Welshman from Brechfa, Brecon. True boy. Right.
Detective is
village talk. That's
part of your investigation. Did you have an opportunity to review Officer Hollis's body cam in detail?
Yes, sir.
Were the details that the defendant provided to Officer Hollis the same as the details that he provided to you?
No, sir.
I'm gonna put up for you what is previously been marked as State's Exhibit 7.
What's this? Was it?
Yeah,
Was it intrigue?
just was it the same? Like the question was so, it was just so terrible. Was it the same that he told the other detective? No. Well, I mean that's such a broad statement, and I understand why the lawyer's asking it because he's slimy too. But yeah, it just that could be anything. That could be literally any part of it. So I don't know.
No, that's a good point. That's a good point. I didn't pick that up, to be honest. That's a good point.
Can you see that, Detective?
Yes, sir, I can.
Can you tell us, first of all, what we're looking at here?
This is a still shot from Officer Hollis's body cam from when he when he was out on the scene taking the original report from Matheau Moore.
And what do you notice about the location of some items there in the center?
Well, if you look towards the shelf in the middle, the picture right there, there's a red igloo cooler and a orangish red extension cord sitting on top of it. And if you notice, there are two sets of herbs drying in the wall behind them. And directly next to that red igloo is a...
Right, for the 100th time, today, we're trying again. Here he is, the mastermind, criminal mastermind, Matheau Moore.
What's up, Matt?
It's not going to last very long. It's going to last until my phone heats up and it's going to go dead. Any questions?
That's fine.
Any questions?
That's fine. I mean, we're keeping them short to pieces anyway, Matt. So if it's not working today, I don't think we're doing a stream next week because everyone's got Thanksgiving and stuff like that. We'll come back the week after then and do it. But yeah, it's all good. Have you got anything you want to get in before you have to disappear again?
They don't in the interrogation in court, they don't show them accusing me of murder. I think I've already said that.
Yeah.
I mean, the Dateline guys, two Dateline guys, the Murphy and one other guy, who they've been doing this for 30 years. Dateline's been on for 30 years. These guys have been looking at trials, looking at cases for 30 years. They said on a podcast that they made out of my episode that when the cops would look at the body cam footage and they'd be like, look, you can't see him lying. You can't see his angle. Both the guys from Dateline said, absolutely not. He's doing nothing but cooperating. I don't know what these cops are talking about. I don't see anything that they've shown so far that would make anybody to look at that and go, he's guilty, unless you got some sort of wild imagination.
Right.
No, that's fair.
Because I spoke to her in the past tense. Did they notice it right when it happened? That I spoken to her in the past tense twice? I mean, no, they didn't notice. They didn't notice until they went back and they built a case and they're like, hey, look, there's evidence. That's fucking evidence to you. Is that evidence? Mighty meat. Is that evidence? Does that give them the right to do what they did to me? Because I spoke to her, I misspoke twice during a fucking interrogation. And
no. And I said that, I mean, between your body language, the way you were answering questions, the way you were talking, that kind of thing, there's nothing. I would walk out of the room and say, hey, we gotta go figure something out because this isn't it. And
do you know how nervous I would be? I'm a nervous guy. I'm nervous. How nervous would you be if you actually did kill someone and maybe you screwed up, you got mad, and you know how fucking nervous you would be? You'd be shaking. You'd be shaking. Right. People shake. I've seen it online. People that are guilty of these things, and all of a sudden the cops are there, they're fucking shaking because they're so freaked out. I'm not shaking at all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, also, you'd have to be a complete sociopath to do what they said I did. You would have to be a complete fucking sociopath. Like I mean, where is it in my history that I'm a sociopath? Where is it? Could you go 50 years and not be detected of some way of being that type of person? It's just silly.
No,
I don't think
come
it's
up
that
at
hard
some
to
point.
look at this and see it for what it is.
Right. I agree.
Also, so sorry about this because I came in late. So, and I'm pretty sure there are probably others that are joining us now. But I didn't quite get your dossier or your background, Mighty Meat. So I don't. Yeah, like what do you do? Because you kept speaking in the first person, I would say, like, experiencing all of this. So I'm trying to, I've been trying to say, like, is he an interrogator? Is he a CSI analyst? I don't know. I'm just making up roles now. What do you do?
So I started in the United States Air Force. I was in intelligence and operations. I then went into federal law enforcement. I'll kind of shorten it from the earlier one. My main job there was I was in fraudulent identification, so fraudulent visas, fraudulent passports. So I did investigations, interrogations. We did, arrested people basically on site, busts, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I've done a lot of interrogations on this type of stuff. Not on a murder, but on. I know how people act especially when they're trying to. You get a lot of the mules that are bringing them across, or you get a lot of the people that manufacture, or,
you
stuff
can
like
just
that.
tell,
So,
right, Mighty Meat? I
yeah,
mean, when you see a mule, I mean, they must be like so nervous, right?
Oh yeah,
you can tell.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and they just run their mouth like you say hi, and they talk for 45 minutes.
Hey,
like,
how's it going?
Yeah. And it just goes off. No, I've never been over here. Like, oh, that's cool. I didn't even ask you anything, but yeah, I mean, most people, if you make them comfortable enough or uncomfortable enough, will talk about what they did. It's kind of human nature. So, yeah.
Thanks for that refresher because I really didn't have a clue.
Yeah, no worries.
No, that's why I call Secret Agent Meat, Mighty Meat now, moving forward. I just put a poll up, guys. Who wants to see Secret Agent Mighty Meat back for more episodes? Yes or no? So far, 100% yes. So there we are, Mr. Popular. I started this, right? It was Matt was popular, then me. Then we added Talk with Sally. Obviously, Sally was the most popular. Then we added Dr. Hines. He was more popular. Now we've added Mighty Meat. He's more popular. I'm down here somewhere. I'm like, I'm going to kick myself off these streams. Only joking. We're only joking. We love it. We love it. We love it. No, but I generally, I'll say this. I don't bullshit. If I don't like you, I won't invite you again. But I definitely want Mighty Meat back here. If you will come back, we're not doing next week, but you're welcome every single week. I think you add a lot of dimension into this stream as well with your insights. Also, it means we got a different voice, just Matt's, in terms of the law element of it. So I know for me and Dr. Hines, the law element in the US is different to the UK as well. So I think I learned a lot, and to get various perspectives is really good. So yeah, so as I say, the crowd wants you, I want you, everyone wants you. So
yeah, I'll come back for sure.
Happy days. There we are. He said it, guys. He'll come back. Next week, there is no stream next week after that. I know you all love me. It's all good. Sarah P's in the house. Dylan's been extra today. I'm being a mod. I'm being a host. I'm being the good-looking one. I mean, what can I do? Do you know what I mean? My mod, Sarah P, the main mod, she's been lazy today. She's got a day off. Being lazy. I'm joking. Right, let's get on with this. We got another about 20 minutes left, guys, of this one, and then we'll carry on.
Real quick, I wanted to.
Yeah.
I wanted to throw in another thing Matt did that bothered the hell out of me, but I haven't actually said it yet. Don't ever let a cop into your house, even if they're. I think that's where this all starts, honestly, and I've been trying to go back through it. Even if I have to have a cop out for, I don't know, something stupid. I walk out the door, I meet him outside, and we stand outside. don't ever let them in, because then they'll find stuff like this. And here in the States, unless you have a warrant, you're not coming in my house. There's no way. So don't ever let them in your house, even if they are, or you're making a report to look for somebody. Be like, I don't know, she's gone, and don't ever let them in the house. And they never have this little thread of evidence that they think they can put together. And I think that's the basis to get help without getting screwed is we'll meet out front, and when we'll talk out front. So
yeah, and it's not like that's your right. You know, they might have that say something against you, but as you just said, that's your right though. You know, they shouldn't be in your house. So that's good advice, I think. Matt's dropped off again. So, and on people saying again, jealous, you know, when we share love.
Well, they're not wrong.
I do get jealous.
They're not
I
wrong.
do get jealous. I do. I just lose them. All. There's like, we don't care about you anymore. I'm joking. I love these guys, so you can love them.
Well, they're not wrong. They didn't have to say it though, but they're not wrong.
I know. Erin reminds us for the big copper as well, trying to raid the pantry. Yeah, that didn't help you there, Erin. Erin and your tackle. And where's Paddington? This is the Paddington for Erin as well. So I've got Paddington in as well. So Erin's got loads of toys here. Loads of toys. Here he is. Yo.
What's up?
Right, we're doing a trial called Matheau Moore rewatch. We've got 15 minutes left. Can you hear me?
Yeah, every fifth word I hear. It's all right. I'll figure it out.
That's fine.
Figure it out.
Let's watch this for a little bit.
It's not like I'm doing it. All I do is follow your link, and shit don't work. I don't fucking know.
Fucking blame me! Yeah. Don't blame me.
Where we at?
Blame StreamYard.
There's my garage. Right there. Don't move anything. Stop right there. You see that red cooler? You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Because I can't hear you. You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. On top of the cooler, there is an orange extension cord. On that red cooler with a white top, there's an orange extension cord. See where it is? Keep your eye on that, because later on, when Hollis goes through the garage again with his body cam, that cooler is going to be moved over about a foot to the right. And you know what that is? That's evidence that I killed my wife. Can you believe that? Figure it out. It's a mystery. Get it?
Let's see.
See the red cooler? That red cooler is going to be moved over to the right about a foot. You got to figure it out. This is like an interactive story. You know, you just can't like
toolbox or something else like that.
Who moves it though?
Ooh. Huh?
Who moves the box?
Apparently I do. I have no memory of it, but I was out there trying to figure out what was going on, and I was out there fucking around, trying to figure out what the fuck happened to her. I saw the cord. When I saw the cord, I fucking knew what it was, but I didn't want to fucking deal with it. It was Emily, fucking looking for something to hang herself with. Fucking horrible. But I put it on pay no mind list, like the cops trying to fuck me for, murder deal. Just pretending like it wasn't going on, which is easy for me. Yeah, well, a lot of people think that cord was hanging up, and after they left, I took it and I put it down and I put it on the cooler to be like, hey, look, try to be smart, like I'm a master criminal or something. That cord was down on the cooler the whole time. So I don't know if you're gonna need that explained, but they use it as evidence.
Oh, we'll see.
Wait till you hear it. Wait till you hear the judge.
We'll see.
The judge's response to the cord. He's like, what? He's like, what's the relevance of the cord? Go ahead.
Okay. Let's hear what he says then.
At the top right there, does it indicate what time that screenshot was taken?
So that is taken at 22:37 and 24 seconds in Zulu time.
And you have to subtract 4 hours from that to get Eastern Daylight Time?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to show you State's Exhibit 8. tell us what we're looking at there?
This is another still shot from Officer Hollis's body cam from when he was taking the missing person report from Matheau Moore.
And what do you notice about the location of those items now?
The items have now been moved. If you notice, the red cooler with the orange extension cord on top has now been shifted over to the right. Those two sets of drying herbs are no longer directly behind the cooler itself. It is further away from that orangish tackle box, toolbox, whatever it is. And now there's a red flashlight that's been placed out.
And do you recall how the defendant and Officer Hollis got back to that location before this screenshot was taken?
Yes, so just before this screenshot, Officer Hollis was talking to Matheau Moore in the driveway, and Mr. Moore wanted to notify Officer Hollis that he had noticed something in the garage.
Detective, we heard testimony yesterday about a tip line being put out. Can you tell the jury about that?
So there are two ways that if the police department is ever looking for the public's assistance, we have a phone number where people can call in, and it's a general phone number that goes into the supervisor in the detective bureau, and then he can dole it out, to whoever the investigator is. We also have a email address where if someone wants to just send an email to us with a tip, they can do so that way as well.
As the lead officer in the investigation, were you the one that collected all those tips? They all end up with you?
I wouldn't say all of them, but if I had to put a number on it, I'd say easily 90% of them. There was just such a huge volume of phone calls and emails and stuff coming in that it's truly, honestly hard for one person to look at every single tip that comes in, but primarily, yes, sir.
And was that a rare occurrence, an everyday occurrence, something else?
Receiving tips from the tip line,
Yeah.
it was just about every day. There were tips coming in, sometimes several tips a day, sometimes just one or two. There was no set number to it, but it was nonstop.
And did you attempt to follow up on all those tips that continue to come in?
Yes, sir, we did.
Detective, as part of your investigation, did you have contact with Amy Thomas?
Yes, sir, I did.
And did you have any conversations with Ms. Thomas about her conversations with Matt?
Yes, I did.
And specifically in the middle of June, do you remember any conversations you had with Ms. Thomas?
Objection is to hearsay what Ms. Thomas told the detective.
Overruled, he can answer whether he had a conversation.
Yes, I did have a conversation.
As part of your investigation, did you conduct a neighborhood canvass?
Yes, I did.
And did you speak to an individual by the name of John Kramer?
Yes, sir, I did.
And without saying what he said, did you talk to John Kramer about the timeline of events and when he had last seen Emily?
Yes, sir.
As part of the investigation, were some bank records obtained?
Yes, sir, they were.
And can you tell us generally what was in the bank records?
They would provide, at the beginning, just an overview, what sort of accounts they had, the names that were on those accounts, and then from there, if there were any sort of transactions, either from swiping a debit card or writing a check itself.
Did you see any activity on the accounts belonging to Emily Noble after the day she went missing?
Strictly Emily Noble?
Yeah, so an account that only belonged to Emily Noble.
I can't recall that, no, sir.
Were there accounts that did not strictly belong to Emily?
Yes, there was an account in both Matheau Moore's name as well as Emily Noble's.
And did you find any transactions in that joint account after the date that Emily went missing?
Yes, sir, I did.
And generally speaking, what were those?
The two that really drew my attention were there was two separate $5,000 checks signed by Mr. Moore.
977.
Chrissy's a man-eater. Chrissy, this is Mighty Meat, by the way. This is Mighty Meat, so please
Hey, what's up,
go
Chris?
subscribe to Mighty Meat. Yeah, Chrissy is from Texas, but Ohio, Texas? Oh, I don't remember now. Texas, but I think she lives in Ohio, or vice versa. So, and yeah, this is Mighty Meat, Chrissy. So please go and subscribe to him as well.
Detective, I'm gonna just show you, once I get this up here. Detective, I'm marking, this is Exhibit 77. Are you able to see that up in front of you?
Yes, sir, I can.
And as I scroll through it, can you say generally what it is?
It seems to be the records that we received back from JP Morgan Chase for any account information involving Mr. Moore and Emily Noble.
And I'm going to come up and show you specifically information about two of those transactions that you mentioned, but do you see that information on page 23, 24, 25, and 26 of the exhibit there?
Yes, sir.
Detective, I'm paying you exhibit 78 and 79. Take them all.
Okay. Okay.
Do you recognize the two documents?
Yes, I do.
And generally speaking, can you tell the jury what they are, please?
They are two copies of checks that we received back in that transaction from JP Morgan Chase that were signed by Mathew Moore.
At this time I'd ask to publish Exhibit 78 to the jury.
No objection.
Detective, can you tell us what we're looking at there?
This is a copy of a check that was written out and signed by Mathew Moore.
What does the date appear to be on the check?
It appears to be May 5th of 2020.
And who does that check appear to be made out to?
It's made out to a Paul Pulver.
And what was the amount on the check?
The amount is $5,000.
Turning to the second page of State Exhibit 78. Does that indicate a posting date of when that date was actually, that check was actually cashed?
Yes, sir, it does.
And what was that date?
June 8th of 2020.
Now, it's in permission to publish State Exhibit 79. Your Honor, may I publish 79?
Yes, sorry, no objection.
Detective, I'm now showing you what's marked State Exhibit 79. Can you tell us what we're looking at here?
The
This
mysterious
is another copy of a check that
$5,000
was
checks.
filled out and signed by Mathew Moore.
And who was that check written to?
Arturo Rogaroli.
And what
Rigiroli.
was the date that was listed on that check?
The date for that is
Dummy.
June 6th of
You
2020.
should know that by now.
And finally, the second page of State Exhibit 79, can you tell us what the posting date was of that particular check?
June 9th of 2020.
Detective, did you receive additional bank records pursuant to another subpoena?
Detective Bagwell did, yes, sir.
I should say, Westville Police Department received other records?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Again, I'm just going to show you up there just to identify them, but marking them as State Exhibit 80. Detective, these, as I scroll through that, look like the other records that you're familiar with in case?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay. And those are true and accurate copies of the records your department received pursuant to subpoenas that were issued to J.P. Morgan Chase Bank.
That is correct.
Detective, now I want to get into talking about cell phones.
You notice how they don't go into what the checks mean? That's what they do, and that's what they do in court. What they do is they'll just present things, and they won't explain to you why they're presenting them, and then later on they'll connect the dots for you, right? That's what trials do. You should, right? They never explain to you what those checks mean, so you're left with connecting the dots yourself. Why do you think that they would present those checks?
Just to show that you paid something off to help you out.
Yeah,
To help me
some
move a body.
financial motive. Yeah,
To help me move a body. That's for those numbskulls that think like that. That's what that's for. It works on it and trials that people get sent away for doing things that they didn't do. This type of mentality works. They don't even have to tell you what that means. What does it mean? They don't connect the dots. They don't connect the dots ever. So it leaves people they're presenting that as if this is evidence. What, I kill her with it? What, I bang her on the head with a fucking paper check? How the fuck does a check to my friends who came in to help me look for her? How is that evidence? It's only evidence if you make it evidence.
They might try and say, it just popped into my head, but they might have tried and argue that was you paying off your accomplice.
Obviously, Dr. Hines.
Oh my God.
That's the most obvious thing ever, right? But they don't do it. They don't even bother trying to fucking explain it. That's how weak their case was. It's what they call throwing everything but the kitchen sink on the wall and see what sticks. That's where that term comes. There's no need to fucking explain shit.
Yeah. I thought that was a good place to end it because we're going into the phone stuff after that. So
Happy
I thought that would be a good
holidays,
place to end
everybody.
it. So, because Matt, hopefully we'll sort it out in 2 weeks' time. So no stream next week, Matt. Next week, enjoy Thanksgiving, my friend. And then the week after.
You guys.
Yeah.
Enjoy your families.
Yeah, and you, buddy. So if you want to buy his book and stuff like that, guys, links are put in. Josie's putting the links in here for you guys.
Thank you.
So yeah, Matt, you could go, Matt. I know you're going to drop off any second, so I know what it's like. It's all good. So thank you to Matt. We will try and sort the technical issues out by next time. But he blames me. Not StreamYard, he blames me. So I don't know. I don't invent StreamYard. I don't know.
Me neither.
But I'll get it sorted. I'll get it sorted.
That's all I know how to do.
Fine. Cheers, dude. Catch you later, man. A few people here got this. Please go and buy his book in the US. Josie's put links up there. People say Happy Thanksgiving. We've also got, obviously, please do us a favour. You've all linked up with Dr. Hives, but please link up with Mighty Meat. Please subscribe to his channel. Lots of different things there, political. I'm definitely going to be catching up with the football stuff there as well, and the science stuff and things like that. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. Luna's just come in. Luna's my baby. See you, Matt. Take care, buddy.
Yeah.
You can go.
Later, guys.
Take care,
Luna's
man. Happy Thanksgiving, buddy.
Bye, Matt.
Luna's one of my favourite people. She is Luna, right? I always say this: people who are on my streams, you could probably see the picture. This woman, right? She's 26, 27, right? She's luscious, right? She's like an OnlyFans model, basically. I don't know what she's doing on this channel. I have no idea. Beautiful, big lips, big hips, big ass, big tits. She's got everything about her, right? Do you know who she fancies? Right, the one person she fancies in the whole world that she would love to ride every single day, and you'll never guess it, so I'll just say it. That person is Alex Murdoch. Alex Murdoch. This woman is a supermodel type-esque thing. She's beautiful, but she looks up Alex Murdoch and he makes her go all funny, knees like jelly. So I don't know what to say. Do you know what I mean? So for fuck's sake, it's true though, isn't it? It's true though. So everyone's here. Teresa, thank you. Everyone for being nice with. Oh, bye, Teresa. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe to these two as well. Appreciate you for that. Alex is her man, yes. But you should see it, honestly. It blows my mind. So have you two got anything to add? Anything about the trial so far? Or have you two got anything to promote in your channels in the coming weeks that you want to say? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look at what you just said. He gives her girl wood. That's okay. Thanks, Nadia.
Oh no.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, I'd just say have you got anything coming up that you don't want to promote, or Dr. Hines?
I'll let him go first.
Yeah, Hinesy, have you got who are you arguing with lately on YouTube and Twitter?
No, nobody. I don't really have anything to promote. I'm at a 12 beach now. I've ended everything I needed to end, so that's all well and good.
Good.
All I do is just I'm just gonna do a lot more streams to do with legal cases and stuff. I think the Courtney Claney case is coming up. So I'm kind of preparing content for that because she was interrogated by police. So I wanted to give my opinions on that. I've been waiting on that for like a year because it's out for a year now, but I know because everyone has already done their videos and I was like, okay, don't do anything. Just wait, just wait and then drop it because no one else is going to do it. No one else is going to drop any new videos when they've already done it. But outside of that, Courtney Claney and also waiting for Jonathan Majors to go to trial. Outside of that, just really looking to release my Amber Heard Johnny Depp docuseries, the second part, and get that out of the way. Hopefully by December, I'm all done out so that I can plan for next year because it's been eventful. And yeah, thank you again. Thank you. But so yeah, that's about it. That's about it.
That's all good, brother. It's all good. I think you're behind on mine because I'm looking at you and you're going 100 miles per hour on my screen. So I think you're lagging. But it's all good. We heard every word of that. That's brilliant. But you drop off, score, drop off on your walk, mate. It's all good. And Mighty Meat, what have you got? Anything for you coming up?
So tonight we're continuing series we're reliving the Apollo 11 mission to the moon from 1969. That's what we do on Saturday nights. This week is EDL. Last week was the moonwalk. So we just go back through it like people experienced it in the 60s and just have fun and I give my opinion on it. So and thoughts. So that's what we're doing tonight.
Good.
I don't usually look very much further ahead because I but
I don't believe it.
So.
I ask these questions and I'm the same as you, so don't worry. But also you've got Matt. I believe he comes on most Mondays with you now. I believe. Yeah. You're at day 5, I believe, in the afternoon. So if you are like Erin, a bit of a hey Joe, then go and support on Monday nights. You can see another element of the stream. And I'm sorry, I believe, and I hope I get this right. Your co-host is your wife, I believe.
No, so my co-host is just
got that one wrong.
But yeah,
got that one wrong.
She just likes doing. She likes doing them with me, and we've done a couple now. the one we did previous was Joel Guy Jr., who cooked his parents in a pot. That was kind of weird. And then
Okay.
I forget the guy we did before him. But we've done a couple like that, and we seem to banter pretty well. So we've been continuing to work together on them. So yeah.
Oh, good. I'm similar. I don't like streaming with people, if I'm being honest. I'm very fussy about it. But again, it leads to the chat. They tell me who they want. I found Dr. Hines randomly, but you're somebody that the chat like. And if the chat likes you, then that means I'm going to like you. So I've enjoyed having you here. I was with Dr. Hines after he steals all the broads, but they keep coming back. So
what are you talking about? I can't compete with Luna. She's like I can't compete with Alex Murdo.
No, don't do that. You can't. Don't do that. You can't. But yeah, thank you everybody. Thank you to you two. I'll stick on for a couple more minutes, guys, just to say what's happening next week. But Mike to me, thank you very much. 2 weeks time, I'll send you an invite anyway. I'll promote you. If you can't make it anytime, don't worry. But I'm going to put you on the post every week now, so no pressure. If you can't make any weeks, it's all good. Same with Dr. Hines. So thank you both, and happy Thanksgiving to you. Well, next week for those who
Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for having me.
Cheers, guys.
Good to meet you.
No worries. Cheers, mate.
Nice to meet you guys. Bye.
The more interactions, the better. Yes, absolutely. I'm teasing, guys. I'm teasing. I'm glad that you guys click with Dr. Hines and Mighty Meat and everybody. I generally do. If people are on my stream, normally you will like them. So I'm glad of that. If you like me, you're going to love Dr. Hines. You're going to love Mighty Meat and stuff like that. So I don't just have anybody on my channel. So yeah. Dylan Luna. Yeah, I know. Sorry, Luna. Did I catch you say no show next Saturday? No show next Saturday. I do understand that. Some people are away for Thanksgiving. So I'm just going to leave it because Matt might be away and stuff. So just no show next Saturday, but back as normal. The only change that we're doing on our shows every Saturday is we're containing them to about 2 to 3 hours max, because I've had some feedback that anything over 2.5 hours seems a bit too long for replay crew. So we're trying to keep it quite short. So this just means more shows every Saturdays. So apologies if you don't like that, but I think it works better than trying to rush things through. I can't believe you. Thanks, Dylan. No worries at all, Tracy. Thanks you for being here. Thank you, everybody that's new. If you haven't, please like and subscribe to the channel. What about Friday? So the plan is, I don't think we're doing Friday because there's football stuff on, isn't there? So I think I'm going to be streaming Monday to Wednesday, and I think we're off then Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But I'll have videos out. I just won't have a stream out. And on Monday, we'll get to decide what you want to do, because I don't think there's any upcoming trials that we will be covering. So I think what we might do is cover an old trial. We'll cover an old. I've got a couple of ideas for old trials, but we'll cover it on Monday. So come here Monday, and you as chatters, you get to decide which ones we do. But yeah, I think we'll cover some old trials over the next couple of weeks, unless there's a new trial. We'll play by ear, but I don't think there is. So keep an eye on my, just put notifications on. I've got loads of videos. I'm speaking, I don't need that. Loads of videos about Murdoch, Kohlberger. I'm going to do some stuff about Zach. Just like 10-minute hit pieces where I'm going to be aiming stuff at different people, just to get some conversations going. At the minute, there's not many people watching them, but I hope in time we'll grow. We'll get loads of people watching them. As always, obviously I'm joking about the whole thing with you girls swooning over, Dr. Hines. I'm glad that you enjoy it. I'm glad you enjoyed Mighty Meat. 100% of people said they want him back. We'll have him back. I think he's very good for this content. So, perfect. Thank you, Mel. Thank you, Dylan. You're awesome. Thank you. And Luna, thank you for popping in at the end, because you always give me that chance to talk about Alex Murdoch. Maybe maybe. So it might be something like that. Yeah, no, I know. No, but there's a few new people here. There's a few new faces here that might not know that I'm joking. Like, just in case I'm saying that. I know that you old ones, like Nunye and stuff like that, you all know I'm joking. So I'm thinking of doing something maybe with that, but I'm not sure whether to do that after Matt's trial or whether to do one on Monday. We'll see. Play by ear, guys. We'll see what happens. But it's lovely to see you back, Sandra. I hope the wedding was good as well. We love you all, and I'm grateful for you all for being here. I just see the likes. We're way down on likes compared to how many viewers we have, but it's fine. If on the way out you could please like it as well, I'd be very grateful to that. So yeah, come Monday we'll do some stuff. I might not even do a trial Monday. It might be just a case of let's look some stuff up. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, keep an eye on my videos. Let me know what you think of my videos as well, if you like them or not. And no, do you know what? After I said it, Emma, after I said it old, I meant like an old member, not old person. Sorry, oops. You have to point it out, don't you? So Paddington and Erin's Taco. So Paddy's going to go and eat Erin's Taco in a second. I'm going to get some pizza, I think. From Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken and Pizza Hut. McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken and Pizza Hut. So, before Noonie responds, I'm going to leave it. So with that, as always, love your hearts. Something, tiny kisses. Love you all, and I'll see you on Monday. And before I forget, you know the score. Please go and visit freezachariaanderson.org for that case. Everything you know about that case is in the website there. He can bite me. That's a problem. You let me bite you anyway. That's trouble. Lots of love to all of you. And Free Zachariah Anderson. Love you all. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Have a good weekend. Luna, I'll chat to you in a bit. See how it goes. See you later, guys. Ta.